part of the reason why, in my mind, all of this stuff is paramount to have a conversation about on February 25th is we are waiting for something to happen to beat the Warriors. Could it be free agency? And certainly if teams go in and try and take Durant, or somebody from within breaks it up because, as you just mentioned, wants to go to war to try and get his and Draymond Green, which is entirely his prerogative, no question. Or somebody might actually beat them on the floor. The Rockets win there this weekend. What do you take out of that, Brian?
Well, one thing I would say is I was at that game in L.A. last week that the Lakers won. I thought Chris Paul looked fantastic. I know that everybody was focused on the refereeing and everything, and that's fine. Watching Chris Paul move around that court, it was the best he's looked all year. And so to me, if you're looking for a reason that the Rockets have a chance, it's Chris Paul's health. And he looked, and I know that they've only been about 500 since he came back, but I was incredibly encouraged by the way he moved on that court. And he went up to Golden State and had a terrific game, even without Harden. I would say that at the end of the day, is anybody in this league beating the Warriors 4 out of 7 if they've got the majority of their team? I just don't see it. Definitely possible. I mean, last year it almost happened. They were down 3-2. It could have happened. Beating those guys 4 out of 7 with their margin for error and their firepower and their experience, I just don't see it. I would love to watch somebody get close to try, but I think that the league, in all honesty, Durant leaving the Warriors, no matter where he went, I think would be good for the league. It would make the league more competitive. And I think that, the league office may never say it, but I don't think they would mind it. And I think that's really what the most important factor for the whole NBA is. The balance of power is what Kevin Durant decides to do. And that's why, Kevin can complain about it, and he can say that it's not fair and that it's not real life, like Kyrie says. But there's a real reason why everyone's paying attention. There's tens of millions of fans and billions of dollars at stake, and a lot of the power will go where he goes. That's why I believe that Kevin Durant is the most powerful man in the NBA right now. He's more powerful than any owner. He's more powerful than any player, than any team. What he decides to do has the most power, not necessarily because it's all about him, but because him leaving the Warriors would change things so much. He's the unrestricted free agent. So it's going to be a fascinating time. I wish I could say that the finals would be the apex of the NBA season. That's the way it really should be. The apex of the NBA season will be between July 1st and July 4th, when all these guys figure out where they're going.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.